It is midday in Paris. It is 7 p.m. in Tokyo. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is World One, live from London. The families of 228 people who died when an Air France plane crashed into the sea 3 years ago are finally about to find out what went wrong. The doomed flight was on its way from Rio de Janeiro to Paris in June 2009 when it ran into a storm over the Atlantic and plunged 11,500 meters into the ocean. More on this story now. We're joined by CNN's Jim Bitterman in Paris. Jim.
Monita, a lot at stake here. Basically, the two major companies involved, Airbus and Air France.
Could this result in a class action lawsuit, or could this add to any sort of argument or strength towards a class action lawsuit against Airbus or potentially even Air France?
Well, that question of class action lawsuit has only recently in the last week or two come up here in France because
it began as a force of nature, but the extent of damage was man-made. When an earthquake and tsunami struck the north of Japan, the world watched in horror as homes and whole communities were swept away. What was to happen next? Cynthia joins us now live from Hong Kong with the latest on that. Ramy.
Hi, Monita. Thanks. Yeah, today's parliamentary report was extremely critical of how Japan handled that Fukushima disaster.
Ramy, thank you very much for that. Ramy Inocencio there in Hong Kong. Sparking widespread condemnation, South Korea says it could resume whaling. Seoul insists hunting for minke whales off the Korean peninsula would be for scientific purposes, but environmental groups say it is a thinly veiled attempt to restart commercial whaling. CNN's Paula Hancock joins us now live from Seoul with more on that. Paula.
Well, Monita, this really has drawn some international condemnation. It was an announcement that South Korea made at the International Whaling Commission in Panama.
All right, Paula, thank you for that. Paula Hancock's in Seoul. You're watching World One live from London. He's 11 years old, but Bahrain's rulers wanted him convicted at a time when most children are waiting for exam results and looking forward to the school holidays. Ali Hassan has been waiting to hear a verdict. Now, a court in Bahrain has made its decision in the trial of the 11-year-old. Prosecutors had accused him of being a risk to security, but the little boy says he was just playing in the street. Mohammed Jamjoon brings us the verdict. He joins us now from CNN's Abu Dhabi bureau. Mohammed. It is a figure that reflects the grim reality of conflict. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, more than 16,500 people have been killed in Syria since following the latest developments from Istanbul in Turkey. He joins us now. Ivan, what is the latest from where you are?
Well, a grim landmark, those thousands of people killed.
Thank you, Ivan Watson in Istanbul. You're watching World One live from London. You are watching World One live from London. It has taken 5 years to build, but now the tallest building in Western Europe is finally open for business. Dominating London's skyline, the Shard features some of the highest urban homes in the UK. But as CNN's Issa Suarez reports, finding people to move into them still proving something of a challenge.
The London skyline has a new giant. The Shard, Europe's tallest building, towering 310 meters high.
Soaring 310 meters into the sky today, the Shard will officially be unveiled as London's newest landmark. Designed as a vertical town, the building features 11,000 panes of glass. Overseeing the project is architect Joost Mauhausen, who joins us now. Thank you so much for being with us. You know, there's the commercial side, but then there's also the design side. Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind building something that just has a triangular look to it.
Yes. Well, we wanted to create, in essence, a sense of lightness. A very light presence in the sky of London.
Which I heard it cost about £25 to get up to in the first. But in terms of, you mentioned the London skyline. London is not known for its skyscrapers. It's not a city, even though it is a world-class city, it's not like New York or Hong Kong or even, some would say now, Dubai with its high skyscrapers as it is. Why not then go for as high as you can? Why not make it the tallest building in the world?
I think it's a matter of scale. I think a building of 310 meters in London is...
There are a lot of interesting things, a lot of interesting facts about this building here. There's 95% of the construction materials is from recycled materials. Talk to me about the importance of that.
Well, I think we are living in a more and more fragile world today. So we need to be responsible.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us here on World One.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back. Stay with us. judicial report will be made public next week, according to the Agence France-Presse news agency, which has spoken to a source close to the case. Both pilot and technical errors are being blamed for the crash. CNN's Richard Quest looks back at the plane's final moments.
It all began on May the 31st, 2009.
We want to bring you some live pictures that are just coming into CNN here from just outside of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Welcome back. Britain's tennis fans are starting to dream after Andy Murray moved to within one victory of his first Wimbledon final. We get more now from Alex Thomas. I'm not going to hope.
No, don't jinx it.
I don't want to jinx it.
Hello, everyone. It's ladies semi-finals day at Wimbledon, but the host nation is getting excited about the prospects.
All right. Thanks very much for that, Alex. Stay with us here on World One, live from London. Much more still to come. In the meantime, temperatures soar in parts of Europe, and there has been devastating floods that have been hitting Turkey. Our meteorologist Karen McGuinness is at the World Weather Center with more. Karen.
Thank you, Monita. And yes, it looks like portions of Eastern and Southeastern Europe, temperatures soaring here and well above normal.
Karen, thank you. You're watching World One live from London. I'm Monita Rajpal. Thank you for joining us. Stay with us. We will have more on this drama that's taking place on a highway here in the UK. We'll bring you more on that in just a couple of minutes right here on CNN.